Welcome to SEMA 2019. I am Jeremy Johnson. All right, dropping this off to get it done. I'm really excited. This is not going to just be all black murdered out anymore. We're going to add some color to it. It's going to be gray on the bottom. Definitely excited. Time to get rid of these bumpers. These things are hideous. You know, have some fun with this thing. It's gonna be nice. Can't wait. Alright guys, we are back at it. We are in the shop today and we are working away on our SEMA van. In the last video you guys saw we did the Line X on the side of this and that came out really nice. Well, now that we have that done, you can see there is no rear bumper on it. We're gonna start putting our bumper on it in the back, but right now what we're working on actually is putting the tube rock sliders on it. And I know that a lot of you guys always ask is, you know, why are these things maybe so expensive? Look at these massive brackets that come with this. And that's why we call this a rock slider and not a step. So this is a two-part bracket. You're gonna have the external side of it. This will, you can see, is fitted to run the tube in there. And then you have the frame mounted side which it actually welds to the frame, and you can see we have one sitting up in here where now once we get the other ones we'll come back and install the actual tube. Now let me give you a little tip guys. If you're going to be installing a set of these rock sliders on your vehicle, you can see Nick over there hard at work getting that frame clean. I will tell you the best way we have found to clean the frame is using WD-40 and just a paint scraper to scrape off the coating that is on the frame in order to get a nice clean frame like we have right here. That's key. Something super simple. Don't waste a ton of grinding discs or sanding discs in order to get your frame clean to install our rock sliders. Another thing that we're going to be doing in this video, we're going to pull off the front bumper. We're going to put the front bumper on this. That you're gonna have to, I guess, just stick around and see what bumper we put on the front of this. So enough jibber jabber, and like I say, it's time to get to work.
I'm not getting burnt. I just want to hear burning. I look like Jeremy after a while. We weld this on as much as possible. So I'll run this oil and down weld on each side on all three of them. Okay. And then I'll unbolt it, take it off, and then you can start welding up all these guys.
Alright guys, I'm super excited. I feel like I'm getting some stuff done in this. We have the Line X that is on here, and that was kind of holding us up to put other things on like these awesome rock sliders and steps. And I know that this is gonna be important because my kids, it definitely makes it so much easier for my kids to get in there. And more importantly, the steps. So you can see I was just kind of setting the steps on here about where I'm gonna want them on each one of them. And then as far as the back door, laying this out so when the door's open, you know, the kids will be able to, I can kind of move them around. And that's what's nice about this. You're not like stuck putting them in any one location. You know, you can put them, you know, wherever you want, and these are going to drill and mount into the tubes, which is gonna be ideal. I'm gonna be running 3 of them on this side, and on the other side, I'm just gonna be putting 2. I'll put 1 up in the front so that it makes it easy to get in. And you know, at first glance, it looks like, well, man, that's too far forward in the wheel. But actually, let me have you guys come around here. And when you go to get in this, you know, really, you're stepping forward getting in. So that's really where you want that. You don't want it farther back in the wheel. Just something I want to show you. I know from like an aesthetic appearance, it always like, man, that's kind of far forward, but you know, as that's the kind of momentum leading getting in. Now the sad part is I gotta pull these things back off. We gotta send these over to ECP to get powder coated. Now the big question is originally, guys, I was really thinking like, I'm gonna do my bumpers in gray, I'm gonna do the rock sliders in gray because I didn't want all black. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, do I really want to keep the rock slider gray since I have the gray, you know, bed liner material here, and go black on the rock slider, or keep it gray? You guys help me out here. Comment below, what color should I do the bumpers and rock sliders, or maybe even change it up in the steps. And before we call this video a wrap, let me show you this front bumper that I got on the front of this. All right, so I thought I would do something different on here, and I am second guessing myself a little bit. So I did a aluminum winch bumper up front, all plate construction. This thing is massive. Would be able to put my winch in there. It has a big nose cone that goes on the front of this. Well, it's not really big, but just to cover the winch and everything. And I started looking at it and I'm like, I don't know, is this bigger than what I would really like to run? Or is it like, I just don't know. I'm so indecisive when it's my own vehicle. I really want to build something cool. So again, guys, what do you think? Should I keep it? Or is there somebody watching that might go, yeah, I want this bumper? And I'll tell you, my first inclination was like, it sticks too far off the front. So I'm about 9 inches off the front of this. So it's not like it sticks out really that far, especially because I have another Chevy Express over here with an Aluminess front bumper. Let's go compare it. All right, so this Aluminess bumper is on the front of this Chevy, and I'm looking at this going, well, man, this doesn't look that bad. And this is actually, when I measure this, I'm coming in at like 10.5 inches. So it's almost 1.5 inches bigger than the bumper that I built for my own van. Now I'm thinking, what is making this bumper appear smaller is they have done some tube work to the top of it to kind of fill in that front end and give that more protection. Now I'm gonna be honest, guys, this is a little too much bumper for me, at least the way that this is styled. I love Aluminess's products. I think that they make some really nice stuff. It's just, I like this part of it, not so much this, so maybe I add something to the top of mine to make it look smaller. I just don't know. I guess I just need to go start building some more stuff. But this is another really cool, and we've talked about this a bunch as well, guys, as far as what pop top should we, I gotta put a pop top on it or a raised top, and then this came in and this has a pop top on it, done by Sportsmobile or Field Vans, well, which is now Field Vans, and I'm kind of digging this. I'm like, you know, maybe this is what I should do. So many choices. Now I get it, guys. When you guys start building your van and you're like, what do I do? And you call me and I'm like, oh, do this. And then I start building my own van and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Because I don't know. I'm trying to do something completely different than I did in the last van. So I'm thinking this is maybe the route that I might go. Maybe it's time to take a trip up to Field Vans and put a pop top on my van? Well, ton of questions in this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is kind of just me asking for your help in this video. Please comment below. Let me know what you think I should do, or just say, hey, you're crazy, and I'll probably agree with you. At least I know my wife would. But that's it. That's all I got. If you're enjoying this content, guys, please smash that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'm Jeremy from WeldTec Designs. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah.